Hello, it is Halloween. Hope you guys are watching scary movies or going out trick-or-treating or doing whatever you like doing on Halloween. If you're from another country, please let me know how that goes in your country because I heard it's not as popular as in the US. Tell me if that's true or not. You guys should totally celebrate. It's a great time. I'm here to tell you about some books that I've recently read, recently being a month ago, so if the synopsises or if my review is a little bit shaky, please forgive me, and then I'll also tell you what I'm currently reading. So here we go. And then just to remind you, tomorrow starts Vlogvember for me, so I'm going to be making a video every day in the month of November. They might not necessarily be vlogs every single day, but I'm gonna try for as many vlogs as I can, and then on days when I'm working or something, then I'll give you a different type of video. The first thing that I have to talk about, I mentioned in my last recently read and currently reading book. This is the book that I was currently reading, and it is The Girl in 6E. This is by A.R. Torr. It was so much different than I expected it to be, and I loved it, and I just like consumed it so fast, and it was great. This is about this girl who has like this instinct urge to kill, and so she decides to lock herself up, and she has been locked up in the same apartment for 3 years. And within that apartment, she becomes a cam girl. That way she makes money so she can live day to day. She gets all of her food sent to her apartment. Just everything is sent there. She does not go outside because she has this instinct to kill. Such a sassy character, first of all, and all of the people that do end up being part of the story, not necessarily people that she meets, but people that end up being part of the story. Such interesting characters, and I so appreciated it. And I also didn't realize that this could be considered like a new adult book, but it's not necessarily an erotica book because of the context shown here. It's not like really a romantic book at all, though it does become somewhat within the rest of the series. I gave the initial book 4 stars. Loved it immediately, bought the second book while I was halfway into this because I was like, I'm not gonna be able to stop. I read books 2 and 3 within the same day. Just consumed it completely. This hadn't happened to me since the Shatter Me series like 2 years ago. I feel like I don't want to say anything because I'll spoil everything. I gave these books both 3 stars just because I felt like they fell a bit more flat. Our character, who was extremely dynamic, is now just like streamlined a bit. And also I thought that the romantic character was slightly annoying. It was definitely still really fun though, and really addicting, and I couldn't stop reading them, and I would highly recommend them just because it's not a story that you hear about often. This is really a unique tale, and it's just so addicting. I loved it. The other book that I read semi-recently was Burn Baby Burn by Meg Medina. I had had this on my bookshelf for over a year before I had decided to read it. Rincey Reads made a review about it, and it sounded so fascinating after that. This book is about Nora, and she's a Hispanic American that lives in Manhattan. And this book takes place in the 70s, 80s, 1977. And this is a period where there was a serial killer running loose, and they were targeting couples. Not only that, but there was a huge blackout and there was a huge heat wave happening within New York City at that time. Lots of stuff going on, lots of scary stuff that ended in a bit of mayhem. All of these characters had such distinct voices, and I loved it so much. The main character was an actual person, and that was so incredible because you don't see that in some books. And like her mother, such a real person. They were all so real, and I so appreciated that. Most of this book you were just feeling really scared for the main character just because you know that she could have easily been targeted throughout this entire novel. So it was just one of those things where it was very intense, and you felt your heart in your chest because you know that she was feeling her heart in her chest because she felt so real. So I really love this novel. 4.5 stars for me. It's a young adult novel, but I think everybody would really appreciate it. Would highly recommend. And now for the book I'm currently reading. My face is so yellow in comparison to my neck right now, and I swear it's not my makeup, just the lighting. We're gonna get used to it. Both of us will, one step at a time. I have so many books that I want to currently read. Like, I have a ton of them just sitting right beside my bed right now because I don't have a specific thing that I'm currently in the mood for, but I know that I should be wanting to read horror novels, and I have enough to last me until at least March of next year. But I don't know if it's what I necessarily want right now. We'll see. I picked up 2 books from the library, and currently the one that I'm reading is The Female of the Species by Mindy McGinnis. This book I haven't heard a lot of hype about, but it has really good reviews on Amazon. This book is in a few different people's perspectives, one of them being Alex, and her sister was either murdered or sexually abused or both within the past year. I haven't gotten as far as to figuring out exactly what happened there. But then you also have this other girl who has an ex-boyfriend, and something's obviously gonna happen there. The stories are all going to align. So far, it's really intriguing. I was on page 35 the other day and I was like, nah, but then I took some time to really sit down. I have this nice futon, I have my books up there, I have this fireplace. Just sat and relaxed and read up to page 95, and I was like, more invested now. I could get into this. So hopefully I do. I'll let you know how I feel about it. Let me know what you guys are currently reading. Let me know what your Halloween plans are if you have Halloween plans, and get ready for Vlogvember because it's starting tomorrow. I hope you guys are having a great day and a great week, and I'll see you soon. Bye!